students, in today's class we are going to start with the new chapter of organic chemistry, and that chapter is aldehydes, ketones and carboxylic acids. This chapter is having weightage of 6 to 8 marks in board examination, and according to the new syllabus of CBSE, the revised syllabus, from this chapter nothing has been deleted. So it means we need to study this chapter very carefully, because many questions can be framed from this chapter. And this chapter is we are going to study few practical based experiment in the laboratory also. So let's start with the chapter aldehyde, ketones and carboxylic acids. So when we are talking about aldehydes and ketones, so we should know about carbonyl group. Now let's see that what do you mean by carbonyl group. Carbonyl group is that group in which two valencies of carbon are attached with maybe same or different groups, and this carbon will attached with oxygen double bond, and this is known as carbonyl group. This is known as carbonyl group. And these aldehydes and ketones as well as carboxylic acid, all of them are containing this carbonyl group. Now let me explain that is there any more functional group which can contain carbonyl group in there? Okay, so here I have few examples in which I am making in this way, so it would be better for us to understand. So here I am writing few, as we know that very well, carbon is having 4 valencies. So these valencies when get attached with similar or different groups, now let's see that what all different functional group can be possible. Okay, now let me start with first. Now here see that I'll be using different pens to say it properly. Now see that if here R, what is R? R stands for alkyl group. What is this R? R stands for alkyl group. Okay, now let's see that when we have, if in the first situation, if it is H attached to it, then what can be the name? Now let's see that if H is attached to this carbonyl group, one is R and another one is H, then it is known as aldehyde. Then it is known as aldehyde, because the formula is RCHO. Okay, now let's see the second one. In second, in place of this H, if we have another alkyl group, then for its formula become RCOR dash. R and R dash can be same or different. So the name of this compound would be ketone. Now let me tell you a few more examples in which if I am joining this with OH. Now see, every time I am changing the one valency of carbon, and here we can get that here the name of this compound, the formula would be RC double bond OOH. It means it's a carboxylic acid. It's a carboxylic acid. Okay, now let's see the next. Now in place of OH, if I am having halide, X stands for halide. X stands for halide. So the compound name would be, let me write it, it's compound RCOX, and this is known as acyl halide. This is known as acyl halide as a functional group. Now let's write down the next one. So if we have R double bond O, and here if I am writing OR dash, so that OR dash can be same. Oh, okay, I am writing with a different pen, so it will be easy for us to understand. Okay, so here if I am writing in this way, the name of this compound, so what's the formula? RCOOR dash, and this is known as ester functional group. Okay, now let's see the next one. And if this one, if it is having RCOONH 2. Then this functional group, the formula, it becomes how it will have the formula RCONH2, and it is known as amide. So we have studied here that all these groups are containing carbonyl group. And what is that carbonyl group? Carbonyl group is C double bond O. So when we are changing its one valency, different functional groups can be formed. So we will say that carbonyl group is one of the very important the nature and properties we will be studying, because that can make different types of functional group, and all these functional group here we have mentioned, right? Okay, so now let's see that aldehydes and ketones, are they having any importance in our day-to-day life? Yes, aldehydes and ketones as well as carboxylic acid, all of them is having great importance in our day-to-day life. How? We will say that the flavor to the nature or fragrance to the nature is provided by aldehyde. How? For example, if you are taking the cinnamon, dalchini, so in cinnamon, cinnamon is having its characteristic smell, and that characteristic smell is due to presence of cinnamaldehyde, and it's a aldehyde. Similarly, if you will take a nail paint remover is also having its own fragrance, so that is due to ketone. So these aldehydes and ketones are the functional group which add flavor or which add fragrance to the nature. So in this chapter we are going to study in a detailed manner not only this one more day-to-day life example I got it, and that one is vanilla essence, from which can become from that vanilla beans, that is also salicyldehyde. Salicyldehyde is also add fragrance to the substances or compounds. So it means that aldehydes and ketones is having more importance in our day-to-day life also. Now let's start with nomenclature of aldehydes. Nomenclature of aldehydes and ketones. Nomenclature of aldehydes and ketones we will be studying. As we know that in nomenclature always we need to study it in two ways. So first way, why I am saying that first way, because the names are always written as a common names as well as IUPAC names. It can be written as IUPAC names as well as common names. Okay, now let's start. Now here students see that when we will be studying about aldehydes and ketones, so all this, although this is a very simplest group but having a very properties, those are very important for many reactions. So these aldehyde and ketones are mostly known by their common names. So let's see that how to write its common names of aldehyde as well as ketone. While writing common names of aldehyde and ketone, let's start with first member of aldehyde, and that one is HCHO. The common name of this compound is formaldehyde, and this we have studied in class 10th that this formaldehyde, this word has been come from formic acid, and formic acid which is present in formica it means, and from that this word has been derived. Now here if I will take another example, that is CH3CHO, so this is known as acetaldehyde. So this is the common name of aldehyde. Okay, now not only this one, we will have few more example, and that if we have this example in which CHO group is attached, then we will say it as a benzaldehyde. So in every common name you can observe that aldehyde words they are using. Now if we have a long chain, in which here I will explain. Now if we have a long chain, here afterward we will be going for the IUPAC name. Now here if I have CH3, CH2, CHO. Now in this, if we have, see, 1, 2, 3, 4 carbon atom, and as we have studied that this carbon atom also we need to include in a long chain. It means 4 carbon atoms are there. 4 carbon atoms parent is butane. So we will say it as a butyraldehyde. It is known as butyraldehyde, propanaldehyde, pentanaldehyde. In this way we are writing. And one more thing here which we need to study, that I will be showing it with different pens, and that one is the carbon. Often in IUPAC name, the carbon which is directly attached to the functional group, we are saying that carbon as a 1 carbon, or we are counting it as a 1, but the carbon which is directly attached, see, you can see that this is the functional group, and which carbon is directly attached to it, it's this carbon, and that's why this carbon is considered as alpha. So carbon which is directly attached, carbon which is directly attached to CHO group is known as alpha. So this will be alpha, this is beta, this is gamma, and if anyone is there, then that can be delta. So for first, the carbon which is directly attached to functional group, it is known as alpha. Second one is beta, third one is gamma, and then delta. So up to delta only there are examples. So this is very important, student. You needed to keep in mind alpha, beta, gamma, because few chemical reactions are there on the basis of these names. Now let's see, student, how can we write the common names of ketones. Now when I will be writing common names of ketones, I hope you understood this. Let's see common names of ketones. As if I am taking this first example, CH3, C double bond OCH3. So we know that this is a ketone and the common name is acetone. This is common name is acetone. If we have a benzene ring, and in benzene ring, if a ketone group is attached, yes, alone cannot be possible ketone group. Here we are studying that it is directly. So rather than writing this, I will be writing in this way as, that is C double bond O, and here it is R. If it is R or CH3 group, then we are saying it as if I am taking this example as a CH3. So this one is benzoacetophenone. This will be benzoacetophenone. So ketone's name can be written in this way. Now if this chain will get expand or increase, so if I am taking another example for this, so here it is C double bond O. This group is known as benzophenone kind of, and if this group is increased in this way, so 1, 2, 3 carbon atoms are attached to that benzene ring, that's why we will say it as a propiophenone. We can say it as a propiophenone. So student, I hope you all are understanding the common names of ketones. Now after the common names, let's write down the IUPAC names of aldehydes and ketones. In IUPAC names of aldehyde and ketones, we can say that, let's see IUPAC names of aldehydes and ketone. So we are very familiar with the concept of this, and because we have studied this in class 10th also. So here I am writing IUPAC name of few compounds here. Okay, now here I am taking another example, CHO, CHO, CHO. Or if in any compound both groups are present, then how to write its name, that also I will be explaining. Okay, now let's start with IUPAC name of this few compound. I'll be starting with first. Now it's a 1 and 2. Always we know that here, from here we need to start. It's a 2 carbon aldehyde, and we know that how we have to write it. If it is a alkane, for aldehyde we will write here as for aldehyde. If it is a alkane, then remove E and add Al. And for ketones we know that if it is a alkane, so from this alkane we need to remove E and we will be writing it as a O-N-E, one. Okay, now let's see. So common name of this compound would be 1 and 2. So it's a ethanol. Now let's start with second. It's a 1, 2, 3. So I'll be writing it as a propane 2-one. Position also we need to mention here, and how position I counted in this way, 1, 2, 3, so 2-one. Here also in this one I have not written the functional group. Let me write the functional group in this first. Okay, now after writing functional group I can show this. It is 1, 2, 3 and 4. So third position, as we know that third position methyl group is there, so answer is 3 methyl, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, so butanol. That is because alkane, remove E and add butanol. Okay, now this is all, and this is very simple also. You have easy also, you have studied this in your class 10th. Now let's see that if 3 groups are attached there, then how to write its name. Whenever any group like ketone, like carboxylic acid or aldehyde, when they are attached in more than one, then what we need to do, we need to select a long chain. So this is what, this is a long chain. So first of all you need to write it in this way, as it will be 1, 2, 3. So I will be writing it as a propane, because 3 carbon atoms are there, and at the first position, second position and third position. So I will be writing 1, 2 and 3, then comma, tricarbaldehyde. So student, in this example what I did not added. Now someone may say that ma'am it is a long chain, is long chain like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? No. Why I won't be taking this long chain? Because CHO group, that is aldehyde group, is a aldehyde group is a terminal group, and that's why we cannot take that as a long chain. Okay, so in this way we can write. Now let's see the last one. So last one is, now in this one if you will observe that here we have 2 groups together. So this is ketone also and aldehydes also. This concept again we have studied there in the class 11th. In class 11th we studied that when aldehyde and ketone both are together, then we need to give preference to aldehyde, and when we are giving preference to aldehyde, its counting can start from this side like 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So on 4th position ketone group is there, so 4-oxo. When ketone is as a substituent, we have to use it as a oxo. So 4-oxo, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 4-oxopentanol. So student, see nomenclature part in examination, board examination, every time 1 or 2 marks nomenclature questions can be there. So you need to do practice of all these questions from NCERT, and after understanding complete concept, just read it from NCERT and try to solve NCERT back exercise question as well as in-text question. So student, I hope you understood today's topic. Thank you and have a good day.